Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing 2 drink recipes. I'm going to be making spicy mango margaritas. I'm also making a red wine sangria with a little bit of a kick. And then I'm going to finish it off with a really quick, easy lunch recipe. It's something that I'm going to have for lunch today. So I figured I might as well film it, show you something easy, quick, and delicious to eat. So let's get started with this recipe video.
Ooh, baby, just hold tight. We're up the moonlight. Believe in the magic.
So the ingredients you need to make the spicy mango margarita, let's get it first things first. You definitely need the spicy mango lemonade from Trader Joe's. This stuff is phenomenal. I already made this recipe for 4th of July and I just could not wait to share it with you guys. All you need is a lime, that mix, and your favorite tequila. This one is the Casamigos tequila. I wanted silver, we didn't have it at Trader Joe's, so I grabbed this one instead. So we're gonna start with a pitcher. Any pitcher will work. This one actually goes with a really cute little margarita set that I have. I'm gonna be pouring this into a clear glass so you guys can see what it actually looks like, but for if I was having people over or just like Tim and I drinking, I'd probably put it in this. But I want to share with you what it looks like. I also put some crushed ice in here. I don't like putting ice inside of the actual pitcher just because it waters it down and makes the drink taste less strong, and I really want that like kick in the pants, really yummy, spicy mango flavor. So we're gonna start with the tequila. Now, you guys may be measurers, I'm not. I just pour it in, and I'm gonna be using basically this entire thing because I'm making a whole pitcher. So it's gonna look maybe like I'm pouring a lot, but I'm just eyeballing it, and you know, I'm sharing this, so I guess half a bottle of tequila. Another reason why I like not putting ice in here is because this can save in the fridge so you don't have to feel pressure to finish it all in one day. So I use the entire container of this, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and roll my lime, cut it in half, and squeeze it in here real good. Is there any juice in this lime? Might need a second lime. This one does not have any juice. Good thing I have a bag of them. Yeah, this one is very juiceless. All right, I think I'm gonna have to go grab another one. You want some juice, you know, you want some juice to come out. This just had barely any, so let me grab a second one. There we go. This one has a lot more juice in it, and it's gonna be delish. So this actually doesn't look like a ton in the pitcher, so if you have a pitcher this size, like similar to this, you might wanna double the batch if you're making it for a bunch of people, because when I made this for 4th of July, I think I got 3 margaritas out of it for 3 different people. And yes, it's strong, so you're not like trying to drink them super fast, but they're so good. So I'm just gonna pour it over ice. You can also do salt on the rim if you want, or sugar, whatever. I'm just gonna drink it straight like this. But this is what it looks like. So yummy. Cheers, let me give it a little taste. So good. This is a spicy margarita. And to be fair and honest, I may have added a little too much tequila. That's a lot. I can taste it. The Casamigos tequila is so good and smooth though that it's like doesn't bother me. Be careful, these can sneak up on you. So I think one will do the job. Definitely today, this is a very spicy, strong margarita. Highly recommend. This is delicious. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the sangria recipe, but first let me share one of my favorite sponsors I've ever worked with. This is my favorite time of the week. My HelloFresh order just came in, and I can't say enough how much I absolutely love getting this order in, because guess what? I don't have to think about dinner. Dinner is planned, and speaking of dinner, tonight I'm gonna make this amazing, it's the Hall of Fame actually, garden spinach ricotta ravioli. There's 3 recipes that come in with HelloFresh, and you can customize your order however you want. I obviously get the vegetarian for 4 because our family, it's family of 3, so 2 is just too small, but you can definitely customize it for the serving size that you want. But I thought I would just show you guys a little bit about HelloFresh, and you probably seen me talk about it before because I just absolutely love this brand so much. I use it all the time. Not only do I love having these meals pre-planned for me, I also just love having to walk to my front door, literally pick up my HelloFresh box that has all of the ingredients in it, made fresh, ready to order, and all I have to do is do a minimal amount of prep and my meal will be ready within 30 minutes or less. I'm gonna go ahead and start cooking this up, and then I'll show you all the finished product and talk about why I love HelloFresh even more while I'm cooking. Did you know that HelloFresh has 50 menu and market items each week, including ready-to-eat salads, sandwiches, and soups? I love salads. HelloFresh also has a carbon footprint that is 25% lower than meals made from store-bought groceries. You can easily change delivery days or food preferences and skip a week whenever needed, including if you want to have it shipped to your Airbnb on vacation, which is a definite bonus for me. If you guys are interested in trying HelloFresh, go to HelloFresh.com and use code HESPE14 to get 14 free meals plus free shipping. All right, it's finished and it's time to taste and see how it is. This is super lemony and really fresh. I love their innovative ideas. I never think to add lemon to my pasta, but such a yummy addition. I can't wait to sit with my family and chow down. Thank you, HelloFresh. All right, we are moving on to the Sangria, woohoo! So this one is a little more labor intensive than the Margarita because there's a lot more to do with this. But one of the most important things about the Sangria is that you can literally use any fruit you want. You can use berries, you can use, they say stone fruit, citrus, all of those are really good options. If you're gonna go with melon, I do have melon that I was thinking about doing. I did a little research. It said do not add the melon until you're about to serve because the melon can get really mushy and kind of disintegrate into the sangria. So I opted not to do melon because I'm gonna leave this overnight so that it really gets all those flavors meshed and melded. So let's get going with this. The first thing I'm gonna do is add my 223 Grenache wine. So this one, they say Grenache or Pinot Noir are the best for red wine. I personally like a red wine sangria. There's also obviously options to do white wine sangria, but I'm opting to do the red. I've always made red wine sangria for some reason. So I'm gonna just go ahead and pour my wine into a pitcher, and this is a really fun heart pitcher. And just make sure that you have enough room for everything. And I already made sangria in here. It was really almost to the very top, but this is how we're doing it here. So, got my red wine in the container. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add the ingredients. So the first thing I'm gonna go ahead and add is some orange juice. Now, I'm doing the lazy girl version. You can most certainly, and you probably should actually use an orange and just cut it in half, squeeze half the orange in there, and then use orange slices. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and add half a cup of the orange juice. I'm just eyeballing it, I'm not gonna measure. Now that the orange juice is added, we're gonna go ahead and add some rum. So you can actually add brandy also. For the 4th of July, I did brandy. I've done rum in the past. I really like both. They're both great. So you do half a cup of rum, and I'm doing white rum. You could probably do dark rum too. I'm telling you, sangria is the most versatile recipe. It's literally whatever you have on hand. That's why I love it, because if you have just ingredients that are sitting around your house, like why not, right? So half a cup of rum is also going into this. This is why it's kind of a potent recipe, but it tastes amazing. So highly recommend adding. If you don't want to add the extra alcohol, you certainly do not have to, but this is how most of the red sangrias are made. They add like a liquor to it, and I think it helps break down the fruit too. So we got the rum in there. Now let's start chopping up the fruit. So I am only doing 1 apple. I got some strawberries, but they're actually the Italian strawberries and syrup from Trader Joe's. These are a seasonal item I had stocked up from last year. Their holiday. And these are great for drinks. So I'm just kind of giving you guys something to look forward to for the holidays. If you have strawberries, use the real deal. I just don't. So like I said, I'm using what I have on hand. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut my apple. You can leave the skin on. Make sure that you are cubing these apples kind of small. You don't want them too big. But I'll show you the size that I do. Now, if you're making sangria, I very much recommend making it the night before, even 2 nights before, because the longer you let it sit, the more the flavors really marinate together and it's amazingly delicious. So I'm just gonna plop these apples right in. See, I did things differently on 4th of July. I get ahead of myself when I'm filming. I actually put all the fruit in first at the bottom and then I poured the wine. This time I'm just like letting it splash on me. Whatever, that's fine. Next up is gonna be a lemon. So I definitely wanna see some citrus in here. I love seeing just like the lemon rinds like floating around. Make sure when you're adding any of the citrus, especially lemon, that you get all the seeds out because you don't wanna be drinking some sangria and then choking on a seed. So these lemons are exceptionally large. This is a very big lemon from my mom's backyard. So I like to just cut them in half so they're not so big and I just let them float on top. It looks so pretty and it really adds like a really yummy citrusy flavor. So I'm gonna do just about half of this lemon because like I said, this is a giant lemon. It's so big. We got our lemon in there, we got our apples, we have the orange juice, we have the rum. Now we need to add the strawberries. So I have these strawberries in syrup. I'm just gonna take a few out with my spoon. I'm gonna let the syrup just drip in there because it's gonna help flavor the sangria. But this is gonna be, oh my gosh, these smell so good. You can see how syrupy these strawberries are. These are delish. Okay, I'm just gonna stick my fork in there. And then the last thing you're gonna wanna do is we need to sweeten it slightly more because right now, we have the sweetness from the fruit and the orange juice, but with that rum, you really wanna add a little bit more sweetness. So you can literally add like a simple syrup, which is just like sugar water that's been boiled and kind of like combined into a sugary substance called simple syrup. But what I'm gonna use today is this organic maple agave syrup blend. This is from Trader Joe's. This is way too sweet for pancakes, in my opinion. My family doesn't eat this on pancakes, so I use this as a sweetener. And you can use regular maple syrup, you can use honey, you can literally use anything that you prefer, agave. This is what I'm gonna use. You can do a tablespoon at a time, up to 2 tablespoons. Don't go crazy. I'm just gonna do a little bit, again, eyeballing, and then that's it. Now I'm gonna give this guy a big old stir. Make sure that all the flavors really combine well. And then when you're ready to serve this, I recommend investing in a ladle if you don't have one, because I like to ladle the fruit into the glass first, and then I'll pour the wine into the glass after there's some fruit in there. So what I actually do before I pop this in the fridge, I'm gonna cover this with some saran wrap, and then it makes it easy to pour too, so all the fruit doesn't fall out onto someone's glass. But I have to let this marinate overnight, and then tomorrow I'll give you guys a little taste test on this. But this is how easy it is to make sangria. It's super simple. It's very low in the labor intensiveness. I mean, compared to the margarita, of course, it's gonna be a little more because you have to chop some stuff, but it's really not that hard, and you get an amazing result by just doing this simple little concoction. So cheers, and I'll give a little taste-a-roo tomorrow so I can give you the real deal, because right now it's not gonna taste good, but tomorrow it will. So this is gonna go right into my fridge, and then I'm gonna share with you a recipe that I'm making for myself for lunch today. So it's obviously the next day. The sangria has been in the fridge for the entire night/afternoon. And it's 4 o'clock, so we're ready to try the sangria and tell you how it tastes.
Cheers, hon. That's really good.
It is good. It's so good.
It smells very strong, but it actually tastes very mellow.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It's the fruit. The fruit helps everything. And you can obviously add ice to this too, but I'm just gonna eat the fruit as I drink. So cheers to another great sangria recipe. It's lunchtime here, so I am gonna make something so simple. Like, honestly, it's 2 ingredients, both from Trader Joe's. You can obviously add whatever more you want to this, but I'm just gonna show you how simple and easy this recipe is. I don't even know if I should consider it a recipe. It's just an idea, a meal idea. We all need them, we all get bored, and the quicker and easier the better, in my opinion, as a busy mom who works not only YouTube, but also outside of the house. I work at Trader Joe's, so there's a lot going on in the house. So this is the recipe. Basically, I'm going to use the Italian sausageless sausage. You obviously don't have to use this particular sausage. Go ahead and pick your favorite one, whatever one you like, or whatever protein you like, because honestly, sausages is so easy because it's pre-cooked. So I'm just gonna cut this up into little tiny pieces. So I chopped up my sausage and now I'm gonna add it to my pan, but first I'm just gonna give it a little spray. This is just avocado oil spray, whatever spray you have on hand, just so things don't stick. So I'm gonna toss this in my pan. So now I'm gonna add the frozen package of country potatoes with haricot pears and wild mushrooms. Now there's a half bag in here because I've already made this before. And I'm just gonna add all these ingredients together and cook it on the stove top until everything is cooked up. And literally that's it. That's how simple it is. So I'm gonna get going on the stove, cook this up, and I'll show you the finished product. Not only is this pretty healthy, it's also so simple and easy and delicious. So, you know, when you want a quick meal, maybe this can be your go-to, especially when you don't want to turn on the oven. So I'm gonna get going on the stove. All right, so that is it for the lunch. It's super easy. Took about 7 minutes to heat on the stove. It smells amazing. I can't wait to dig in. This is such a yummy combo. It's super filling and it's the perfect easy lunch. You can even reheat this for lunch at work. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little recipe video that I did. I haven't done one of these in a long time. And I don't even think I've done really many drink recipes. So if you like this type of video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will share more recipes in the future because I forget how fun this is. So thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.